Tom Gallagher of ISI question. You're tilting a little bit, shall we say, less optimistic after the Iowa caucuses. What's a couple of sectors that trouble you in this story?
Boy, I do think the sector effect is the one to focus on. And maybe just let me make a point here that I think under, I don't want to upset you or not get invited back here, but Larry, I think under most election scenarios, tax rates are going up, especially dividend taxes. So I'd be a little bit worried about how dividend-paying stocks are going to perform. I mean, it takes more than just a Republican win. It takes a certain kind of Republican. It takes a Republican Congress. So I think under most scenarios, dividend taxes are going up. So later in the year when the markets start to focus on it, that's one. I do think that an all-Democratic government's the most likely outcome. And so you see some the sectors, the obvious sectors that would be hurt. Most healthcare providers, especially pharmaceutical companies, maybe defense stocks would sell off. That might be an overreaction. I think if Democrats do well, you'd be positive on, say, infrastructure stocks, alternative energy stocks, those kind of things. But I really think the election effects will come a little later in the year. Later in the year.
Okay. Dan Clifton, real quick, you have a chart. You claim that the Democratic voter ID advantage, the identification, Democrats have had a tremendous surge in ID. You claim that's come down to almost zero. We're going to put the chart on the full screen. Got to go real fast here. Where's this from? Where's this from? Because you are the first humanoid to show this.
This is from Rasmussen. We compile this historical data. The Democrats had a 7-point advantage on voter ID. It was essentially even at the 2004 race, so 7 points by the end of 2006 after they took back the Congress. We're now back at about a 2% difference, which is the historical norm where the Democrats have an advantage, but it's also at the same level as 2004. Republicans are coming home.
All right, Republicans coming home. Chuck Gabriel, real fast. You got two worries, two sectoral worries after Iowa and generally?
Yeah, I think the financial services industry is very much at risk, Larry. The Democrats want to roll back the bankruptcy reforms, which were so lender-friendly in 2005. And I share Tom's worries about the healthcare sector, particularly managed care, because the Democrats want to roll back the Medicare Advantage subsidies.
All right, that seems to be the Achilles heel. I'm sorry we're short of time, gentlemen. Always are. Jerry Bowyer, William Jennings Bryan. We're going to come back with that theme next week. Thank you very much. Tom Gallagher, you can always come back. Love having you. Ditto for Chuck Gabriel and Dan Clifton and Jerry Bowyer. I'll be right back.